Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight, that time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Irving, one-on-one with Washington. Kyrie, saucy!
Uncle Drew can do a lot of things in his old age. Dribble around opponents, take it to the hole and dunk, and emphasize how this game has always been about buckets.
I get buckets.
But the one thing he doesn't have? The vaccine. Uncle Drew, a.k.a. Kyrie Irving, still hasn't been vaccinated for the COVID-19 virus. Because of this, Kyrie can't participate in any regular season games in the state of New York. Can you imagine what Nets general manager Sean Marks is thinking right now? He has one of the best, if not the best, point guards in the NBA at creating his own shot. Now, this is a free country, and Irving has every right to not get the vaccine. But on the surface, it seems like a very selfish move, especially for a Nets team who could be unstoppable whenever Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant are the trifecta on the court. So now Marks has to consider the best alternative for the Nets. Should they keep Irving and deal with the constant media circus that comes with having Kyrie on the roster? Or should Brooklyn trade Kyrie, even if that means trading him for 75 cents on the dollar? And with Omicron rearing its ugly head at NBA players and creating COVID-19 health protocols, the virus is clearly very contagious. Just look at the Nets, for example. As recently as Christmas Day, the Nets had 10 players in COVID-19 health protocols, which includes Irving, Durant, and LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge sometimes starts in the front court for the Nets. So Brooklyn was essentially missing 3 starters on December 25th due to Omicron. Omicron is clearly very contagious, and with Irving not having a single Pfizer or Moderna shot, there's a good chance that Irving could spread the virus back to his teammates. And since Irving can't even play in some of these games, even if he's not in the coronavirus contact tracing protocol, he's basically more of a liability than an asset. The issue is no team wants to deal with this constant Irving COVID circus, including the Nets. Irving is a borderline Hall of Famer once he retires, but his crazy big contract, as well as his off-the-court problems, can force teams to avoid trading for this potential locker room cancer. Even before COVID, Irving was a terrible leader once he got traded to the Boston Celtics. And since joining the Nets, Irving has been anything but a saint. Since becoming a resident of New York City, Irving has missed games voluntarily due to several reasons. One of them was for Black Lives Matter and rejecting the 2020 NBA bubble. Before the vaccine became available to people below the age of 50, he was still refusing to wear a mask at public gatherings. Irving clearly doesn't understand the seriousness of COVID. Everybody has their opinions on the vaccine, but he was against wearing masks even before the vaccine was allowed for public injection. Still, he's under contract, and as long as he doesn't retire or commit any illegal acts, it's going to be hard for the Nets to sue for breach of contract. If the Nets determine they're in salary cap hell, which they are, and think that they would be a better team without Kyrie, it might be time to trade this former all-star point guard versus keeping him. Are there any takers for Kyrie? Possibly, but there hasn't been any serious trade talks. Another issue for the Nets is Kyrie loves playing in the Big Apple. I don't really blame him, and according to Nick Wright from Fox Sports 1, he would rather retire than play for another team. No team would trade for Kyrie if he immediately retires. However, mindsets can change, and with the Bulls and Bucks playing some very good basketball as of late, there are no guarantees the Nets even make it to the NBA Finals. Durant and Harden aren't getting any younger, so Irving has to be a little open-minded to the idea of a trade. He would also get to be the number 2 scoring option again, a role he thrived at during his glory years with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most recent trade rumor was the Dallas Mavericks, but according to Mark Stein, Mavericks owner Mark Cuban adamantly denies pursuing the Nets starting point guard. And for good reason. Luka Doncic loves playing point guard, and Kyrie is probably too small to play shooting guard. The Mavs would have to have 2 ball-dominant guards in their backcourt. And as we saw in Houston with James Harden and Russell Westbrook, that strategy is usually doomed to fail. Even when Chris Paul was in Houston, that marriage with the beard became a divorce in less than 5 seasons. What's really interesting is, as recently as a couple of months ago, Philadelphia was rumored to be a good fit to trade for Irving. However, the Nets don't want to trade him within the division because the whole point is to get to the NBA Finals. The 76ers are, of course, in the Eastern Conference and could be a major roadblock to their path to a championship. Also, teams don't go like trading away marquee players in the same conference, much less the same division. Ergo, the Nets don't want to play against Irving in an Eastern Conference playoffs. However, the anonymous NBA executive said Philadelphia would make sense if the Nets see any value in Ben Simmons. My take would be to avoid Simmons with a 10-foot pole, especially if the trade involves Irving. Kyrie Irving has his off-the-court issues and major personality question marks, but he's still a player who can average 50, 40, 90 shooting percentage numbers. A 50, 40, 90 season means you shoot at least 50% from two-point land, 40% from behind the arc, and 90% from the free throw line. Simmons is so bad offensively that he shies away from open dunks. I hate to use the word the yips, but something clearly wasn't right for him during last year's playoffs. He hasn't played a single game this season due to his unwavering stance and not wanting to play another possession with the 76ers. As such, his trade value is at an all-time low. Also, the Nets have Patty Mills as their current starting guard, and Mills is a former NBA champion with the San Antonio Spurs. Legendary Spurs head coach Greg Popovich is a big fan of his former point guard, so there's no doubt he can run the Nets offense whenever Kyrie can't play due to COVID protocol or injury. Simmons just isn't a necessary key to success for the Nets. In fact, whenever Aldridge plays or starts with the Nets, they have 3 players on the court with a player efficiency rating of 20 or better. Aldridge has a better PER this season than Harden. That's important because it shows the Nets they don't necessarily need Irving, Simmons, or any other flashy point guard when Harden, Durant, and Aldridge are all healthy. They just need a competent guy who can run the one position with grace and professionalism. Patty Mills fills that role just fine. However, the Nets might need some extra firepower in the playoffs, and it would be nice to see if their former investment in Kyrie can lead to an NBA championship. Is there really a point in trading the former number 1 overall draft pick if you get nothing of value back for him? A Simmons for Irving trade would basically just be about starting over and getting a player who can pass better and comes with less baggage. Unfortunately, Simmons comes with his fair share of baggage, and he can't even shoot mid-range jumpers or free throws. Dallas would make a lot more sense for the Nets than Philadelphia. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic could coexist in the backcourt. Do the Nets even want Kristaps Porzingis since they already have Aldridge and Blake Griffin? It's hard to say. The good news for Brooklyn is he has a player option going into next season. This just means if things go sour in Brooklyn and he doesn't like head coach Steve Nash or his role in the offense, he could reject $36 million and sign elsewhere for the 2022-2023 season. Would he really deny $36 million when his goal was to play with Durant? Things can certainly change for Irving's overall happiness if the Nets get eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals. There just aren't a lot of legitimate contenders who need Irving's services, are willing to take on his contract, and can handle his lackluster defense. We've already mentioned Dallas before. The other 2 franchises who come to mind make sense, but it's hard to say if Irving would enjoy playing in a mid-major market. The Utah Jazz were so close last season to competing for a championship. One of the main reasons they fell short against the LA Clippers was a lack of explosiveness on the offensive end. Irving would solve that almost immediately since he's great at creating his own shot and driving to the rim. Once again, though, would he be happy playing in Utah? The Jazz also had some defensive struggles during last season's playoffs, something that Irving wouldn't fix. If the Jazz want to go all in and compete with Phoenix Suns and Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference, Irving would give them a much better chance in doing so than with Mike Conley manning the point. Conley is a solid leader and point guard, but when push came to shove, the Jazz could not consistently compete against Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and the Clippers. The Jazz would make the most sense for a trade. If Irving would only be happy in a major market, the Clippers come to mind, as Irving would definitely be a better option at point guard than Reggie Jackson. However, the Clips don't have as many trade pieces as the Jazz do. The Nuggets are a very interesting trade destination if Kyrie would love to play with the reigning MVP. According to Nuggets head coach Michael Malone, Jamal Murray won't be back by February. However, the Nets don't really care too much about the regular season. As long as Murray can be healthy and available for the playoffs, they could get a younger player who can be just as explosive as Kyrie with less off-the-court baggage, assuming Murray can rehab from an ACL injury in flying colors. The Nuggets might be willing to consider moving on from Jamal Murray if Kyrie passes a physical and his knees are determined to be in great shape. The Nuggets don't want to waste Nikola Jokic's prime, and the Denver Post acknowledges that Denver wants an upgrade at the wing anyway. The Nuggets need to win games now due to their mediocre record, and there's no guarantee that Murray will be the same player coming off his ACL injury and subsequent rehabilitation. Brooklyn knows this, but they could also use a fresh start from the Uncle Drew anti-vaccine drama. The Nets have enough offense with Harden and Durant. They might just need to move on from Irving to create a more stable locker room. Regardless, it's going to be hard for the Nets to move him. Besides his huge contract, some of his former assistant coaches admit that Kyrie Irving is a wild card. On bad days, Irving wouldn't talk to anyone and go off script in some of the normal defensive schemes and the offensive play calls. In essence, the coaching staff don't know which version of Irving will enter the gym. Some coaches would avoid a wild card persona like Irving. Other teams might be desperate enough to take on Irving's contract, especially if his agents tell him he would be interested in opting out and testing the free agent market. Trading for Kyrie could be advantageous if you're close to winning a championship, but your current roster isn't enough to do so. The Nets would prefer to trade to a Western Conference team, so teams like Utah, Denver, and Los Angeles at least make some sense. And if you only have Irving for one season, his no vaccination status would only be a slight distraction for that one season. But what do you think? Should the Knicks try to aggressively trade Irving or see if they can win a championship this summer? Make sure to comment your thoughts below and subscribe to Sports Broadcast Solutions.
One of the many benefits of the service program for our students is that they can bring energy, creative aspects of their life into service, and they can really affect change with the people that they meet.
The best part for me about Catholic school is the emphasis on Christian service. It's something I'm really passionate about, and it's a value that I hope will stay with me forever.
We're bringing our faith alive, bringing it out into the world, and also we're opening ourselves up to all new kinds of experiences with new types of people.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
It's October 26th, 1991, Game 6 of the 91 World Series at the Metronome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's an unlikely matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins won the World Series just 4 years ago, but like the Braves, they weren't supposed to be here. Kirby Puckett is at the plate, and you might know what happens next on this 2-1 pitch. And for that, I'll give you a virtual high five due to your ability to use the internet. But for those of you who don't want to cheat via Wikipedia or BaseballReference.com, let's get in that DeLorean and crank it to 88 miles per hour. It's time to travel back in time, or as SB Nation would say, let's rewind. The 1991 Fall Classic was far from straight chalk when it comes to the gambling mindsets of sports bettors. According to TampaBay.com, the Braves were once 250-1 odds-on favorites to win the World Series. If you bet $100 on the Twins in spring training, that was a great bet, as they were 100-1 odds to win it all. In fact, both teams finished in last place in their respective divisions the year prior. The Braves were actually in the National League West back then, and although they'd be dominant in the later part of the decade, the beginning of the 1990s wasn't friendly to Bobby Cox's team. The first year of the 90s saw the Braves finish the regular season at just 65-97, but general manager John Schuerholz saw something in Cox, and the fiery skipper became the head honcho on June 23, 1990, replacing Russ Nixon. It didn't lead to an improvement when it came to wins. The Braves were 25-41 when Nixon received the pink slip, and they finished the year 26 games out of first with Cox as the manager. Still, the players seemed to respond to the 50-year-old skipper the next season. The Braves were notably better, but a World Series appearance still seemed very unlikely on July 11th. A .500 record at just 40-40, the Braves were on the cusp of being sellers at the trade deadline. But then something happened. The Braves just refused to lose. An incredible 54-28 finish to the season saw the Braves 4 wins away from a National League pennant. They clinched the division on the second to last of the season, with the Braves remaining in first place from September 20th until the clincher on October 5th. The stunned Los Angeles Dodgers couldn't believe it. How could a Braves team who were at .500 practically halfway through the season keep them from an NL pennant? As for the Braves themselves, next came the Pittsburgh Pirates, led by Silver Slugger Barry Bonds. If the regular season was crazy enough for Atlanta sports fans to start believing, the 1991 National League Championship Series was something we probably won't ever see again. 4 shutouts took place in the series, including 3 1-0 shutouts. The Pirates were the heavy favorites to advance to the World Series. A 98-win team, the Pirates won the division by an easy 14 games. John Smiley won 20 games for the Buccos, the last time a Pirates pitcher won 20 games during the 20th century. Doug Drabick was the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner, and with Bombs and Bobby Benet still in the primes of their careers, there's no way that Bobby Cox's Cinderella story could still wear their gold slipper going into the championship round, right? Wrong. Tom Glavine, the 1991 NL Cy Young winner, was on this Braves team, but he actually underperformed in the series. Game 1 went to the better-seeded Pirates, a well-deserved 5-1 win to the higher seed as the Pirates scored the game's first 5 runs. Glavine was the loser in this one by walking 3 batters and giving up 4 unearned runs. Atlanta's David Justice hit a leadoff homer in the top of the 9th inning, but it was just too late as the Pirates took a 1-0 series lead. The Braves found a way to split the first 2 games at Three Rivers Stadium, with Steve Avery leading the way to a 1-0 shutout. Game 3 was all Braves. A 10-3 win as John Smoltz was the much better pitcher in the Braves' first home playoff game in nearly a decade. But games 4 and 5 were won by the Pirates, including a seemingly back-breaking 1-0 shutout victory in Atlanta. Zane Smith led the way for Pittsburgh in Game 5, and with their backs against the wall, Atlanta had to somehow win both games on the road to make their first World Series since arriving in the capital of Georgia. The Braves just wouldn't let their dream season die. Not only that, but they held the Pirates scoreless for the last 22 innings of the series. From the top of the 6th in Game 5 until the final out in Game 7, the Pittsburgh Pirates couldn't muster a single run. A 1-0 crushing defeat in Game 6 saw the Pirates 1 win away from elimination, and after the Braves scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning during Game 7, the Buccos offense went ice cold down the stretch. Steve Avery stole the show. He didn't give up a single run in his 2 starts. 16 2/3 innings pitched for the young stud on the mound, and he, of course, won NLCS MVP. But the Braves weren't the only weird newcomer to the postseason party. Just 4 years earlier, the Minnesota Twins were World Series champions. Gone were the days of Harmon Killebrew and Rod Carew, but these new Twinkies were still fan favorites. Kirby Puckett, a former junior college player, led the charge in center field. But interestingly enough, not a single player on the Twins had 100 runs batted in during the 91 regular season. The Twins weren't a team known for power. Puckett only drilled 15 homers in 1991, a huge contrast to the 1987 squad when he hit 28 homers. The 1991 Twins were scrappy, annoying, and hard to beat. Designated hitter Chili Davis was the only Twin with over 25 home runs, and the lone 20-game winner on the pitching staff wasn't future Hall of Famer Jack Morris. That distinction went to Scott Erickson. Still, the Twins cruised to an AL West Division title by commanding 8 games. And after dismantling the Toronto Blue Jays in just 5 games during the ALCS, it looked like the Twins had the upper hand for the 1991 World Series crown. After all, the Braves barely squeezed into the World Series, while the Twins looked like the far more superior team. But the World Series started anyway, with Cox proving to the rest of the world that he would become one of the game's all-time great managers. Down in an early 0-2 hole, the Braves looked like a completely different ball club when they flew back to Atlanta. 3 straight victories at the old Fulton County Stadium, including a 14-5 convincing victory over the seemingly unbeatable Twins, put the Twins in major trouble. Just like that, Tom Kelly's squad looked all but done. The problem was, they weren't. Plus, they still got to go back home for Games 6 and 7, assuming they could force a Game 7. The 1991 World Series became one of the all-time greats, and Game 6 was no exception to the rule. The Twins struck first with 2 ball players crossing home plate in the bottom of the first inning. The Braves seemed to have the momentum back after Terry Pendleton hit a 2-run bomb in the top of the 5th. Determined to play Game 7 at the old Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, the Twins got the lead back in the bottom of the frame. And after battling to a leadoff walk, Don Gladden stole second base. A couple of flyouts later, including the sacrifice fly by Puckett, gave the Twins the lead back. But don't count these Braves out. Up by a run in the top of the 7th, Kelly allowed starting pitcher Scott Erickson to run back out there. But after a leadoff single to Mark Lemke, Kelly had no choice but turned to Mark Guthrie. Guthrie started off okay with a strikeout to Jeff Blauser, but then location and accuracy came to bite him in the butt. A walk to Lonnie Smith, including a can't-have-it wild pitch, put Kelly in a tough spot. Guthrie was able to jam Terry Pendleton, but with Chuck Knobloch playing a double-play depth, Pendleton's little nubber got enough of the AstroTurf to give him ample time to claim the infield single. Just like that, we have bases loaded, and Kelly was forced to go to the bullpen yet again. In came Carl Willis. It was also decision time for Kelly. Should he bring the infield in, bring in the corners and play double play depth, or play double play depth around the infield? The Twins decided to play back with the middle infield, and it cost them. Ron Gant's ground ball in between the third base and shortstop hole allowed him to beat out the fielder's choice, and the Braves were once again in business.
Gant with a good jump out of the box just beats the play.
A 3-3 tie with runners on the corners. Willis was in a huge pickle, but he threw a devastating 2-2 off-speed pitch to Davis Justice to get him to swing and miss. The lead was gone, but the tie still remained. The Twins had a golden opportunity to retake the lead in the bottom of the 8th. Puckett stole second base with 2 outs, but Shane Mack couldn't drive him in. Nobody got close to tying it in the 9th, so Braves fans had to wait until extra innings to see if their team would be sipping the champagne in the locker room. Remember, this was a big deal for Braves fans. Atlanta hadn't won a World Series since relocating from Milwaukee, and the city of Atlanta had never seen a professional sports team win a championship up to this point. Atlanta nearly obtained their first lead of Game 6 in the top of the 10th. A leadoff single by Pendleton looked to be great for the Braves, but a stolen base attempt, or perhaps a hit and run, led to a slow-moving line drive and an easy double play for the Twins. So much for that potential rally. The Twins went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 10th, so we went to the 11th. The Braves somehow got another leadoff single, this time by Sid Bream. However, Bream probably should have been at second base, if not for his oft-injured right knee. He crushed the first pitch down the first base line, but couldn't advance into scoring position. Keith Mitchell had to pinch run for him, and in this era of old-school baseball, stolen bases were more commonplace. Mitchell got caught stealing on the first pitch of Brian Hunter's at-bat, and that pretty much did in the rally. No more base runners for the Braves. Should Cox allow Alejandro Pena to pitch into the 11th? Pena might be needed for Game 7, so Cox is pretty much forced into allowing Charlie Liebrant to man the rubber in the bottom of the 11th. Liebrant probably wasn't the ideal choice. He had an ERA over 4 coming into this pitching appearance, and with Puckett leading off the inning, Cox was just praying Liebrant could force a 12th frame. And now Puckett can make history with a walk-off blast. But to understand how memorable this home run could be for Puckett, you have to know his life's history. Puckett grew up on the south side of Chicago. He was so small for center field, just 5'8", that he didn't receive a single scholarship once he graduated from Calumet High School. He actually entered the workforce right out of prep school at the Ford Motor Company. Luckily for him, Bradley University, an NCAA Division I school in the Missouri Valley Conference, gave him a shot. He then had to transfer to Triton College due to becoming academically ineligible at Bradley. However, he had what it took to play at the next level, and the Twins took a huge risk by drafting a junior college ball player with the 3rd overall pick in 1982. They obviously didn't regret taking the shrimp beef but full of energy ball player. He ended up making it to the big show in 1984 and helped lead the Twins to a World Series championship 3 years later, their first one since relocating from Washington, D.C. He never missed the All-Star game since 1986, and he was the 1991 ALCS MVP award. He was absolutely brilliant coming into this at-bat. He tripled in Knobloch, made an unbelievable catch in the 3rd inning, and has 2 of the 3 Twins' RBIs tonight. According to multiple reports, he told players in the clubhouse they could jump on his back tonight and he would carry them to victory. Well, here we stand. A 2-1 count on Puckett. It's a tie game in the bottom of the 11th. Can Puckett get on base or even crush a legendary walk-off homer to preserve Minnesota's incredible season? Or can Liebrant jam Puckett and face off against Chili Davis, who is already 0 for 4 on the night? Here comes the 4th pitch of the at-bat. Welcome to a moment in history.
The hitter swings at the arm motion.
Into deep left center for Mitchell, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
The Twins went on to win a memorable Game 7 by a final score of 1-0. Jack Morris pitched an unbelievable 10-inning shutout.
Innovation is what makes a St. Viator education relevant for the next generation of students. By providing the latest technological advancements in our classrooms, our athletic and fine arts facilities, and throughout our extracurricular offerings.
In terms of technology and innovation, St. Viator has really evolved over the past few years. Students are one-to-one with their iPads so they can work collaboratively both in person and also when they go home. Students are always using Google Slides and games and different activities with this technology that their iPads provide them.
They are accessing different sources, not only just the traditional textbook, but the textbook that's online with links to other information that supports what's going on.
The innovations at St. Viator have really prepared our students for the next level for once they leave the school. We have programs here such as Incubator Club that prepare us for what it's going to be like if we run our own businesses, what if our investments are going to look like.
When I was a student at St. Viator, there were no entrepreneurship classes, and I would have loved to have taken one. Really just inspiring to see kids and students that are 16, 17, 18 years old coming up with business ideas when at a lot of high schools or in a lot of communities they may not have that opportunity. So I really think it's great, and I think it's a great way to get a little taste of the real world, but you're still getting that high school base education.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway, a 2-on-0, a shot, and a goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
One of the many benefits of the service program for our students is that they can bring energy, creative aspects of their life into service, and they can really affect change with the people that they meet.
The best part for me about Catholic school is the emphasis on Christian service. It's something I'm really passionate about, and it's a value that I hope will stay with me forever.
We're bringing our faith alive, bringing it out into the world, and also we're opening ourselves up to all new kinds of experiences with new types of people.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Made from an athlete's mind for all sports minds. Level Up Branding is a unique sports marketing and branding agency, offering athlete management, brand management, and so much more. We are powered by experience, currently serving athletes in the WNBA, MLR, NFL, and college sports. We are looking to take on more clients because everyone deserves a shot at their dream. Our goal is to help others by inspiring one person at a time. Level Up Branding was founded by Lauren, who was and still is an athlete. She understands the importance of being a well-rounded and built individual. It takes an athlete to know an athlete. We are built different. There is so much more to an athlete than what is seen on the field or the court. We make it a priority to understand our athletes. We want to know and understand our clients' values, motives, passions, and future goals. At Level Up Branding, we believe in helping others succeed. We believe in giving back. We believe in family. You are more than an athlete. Level Up Branding was founded based on the sheer passion of sports, community involvement, and the sense of belonging to a community. We were created from an athlete's innovative mindset and experience, and here to offer our services to like-minded athletes.
Hey, this is Sarah Greenfalk, owner of PsychEdge. How would you like to learn how to manage your emotions and reactions in order to enhance your performance and be successful in life? I coach and counsel student athletes, performers, and professionals, giving them the mental skills and mindsets to build confidence and resilience. My background in physical therapy, massage therapy, personal training, and 15 years of counseling give my clients an advantage. So if you are wanting to be recruited, perform better, or struggling with life balance, anxiety, or depression symptoms, I will stand by you until we reach your goals. Contact me today, sarah@aimtogrow.com, and be sure to visit my website, psychedge.club, for your monthly blog on mental health, sport, and performance psychology tips.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
senior athletes Matthew Nelson and John Challenger.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which, by our words and our actions, is pleasing to you.
Let us enter into this competition with the spirit of sportsmanship and with the respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of the success of this team. Amen. In the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Please continue to stand and now draw your attention to the American flag above the entrance to the gymnasium as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. starters for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Lions of St. Viator High School, who enter tonight's game with an overall record of 9-14. Number 2, Joey Hernandez. Number 3, RJ Gamble. Number 13, Eli Aldana. Number 21, Hunter Duncan. And number 33, Dylan Schmidt. St. Viator is coached by Mr. Michael O'Keefe and is assisted by Brandon Brown and Brent Nordmark. And now, make some noise in the high camp. Coming in tonight's game with a record of 20-5, the starting lineup for North Benet Irving. Number 2, Brandon Whitefellow. Number 3, Brady Iguodala. Number 5, Ben Rowe. Number 24, Kyle. He's got Clarence. Kyle. And number 30, Nico. Assisted by Mike Brenner, Scott Preswick, Mike Belcaster, Mike Conley, Josh Rizzo, Dave Kleinsmith, Kenny Listrinsky, the IHSA officials for tonight's game are George Stanford, Bill Oswald, and Gary Zahara. Let's get ready for tip-off! The foul is on number 13, Kyle Thomas. His first. Count the basket for Kyle Thomas. Entering the game for the Lions, number 12, Davon Ellis. Offensive foul for 3, Brady Comfort. His first. The foul is on number 2. Excuse me, check that number 21, Hunter Duncan. Team second. One, 2, 3. Javon Owens. Substituting for the Lions, number 0, Riley Guzman.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
The foul is on number 12, Devon Phillips. His first, team third. Sam Driscoll at the line for the Red Wings. The ball is on number 1, Josiah Calvin. His first. Team 4, entering the game for the Lions. Number 3, R.J. Gamble, and number 4, Jack Lester. That buzzer is the first period of play with the score, Benet Academy 19.
Hey, this is Sarah Greenfalk here of Psych Edge. Do you want to learn how to improve your performance, improve your confidence, improve your resilience? Coming this fall, Psych Edge is releasing 5 workshop classes that will give you the skills to accomplish your goals with increased confidence and resilience. This is your opportunity to learn all the main psychological pieces of mental training in one place, plus the process I've developed to build these skills. Go to my website, psychedge.club, and sign up for my monthly blog emails, which will include the updates on the class release. The foul is on number 4, Sam Driscoll. His first, team 7. Duncan at the line for the line. Entering the game for St. Fire, number 13, Eli O'Donnell.
The ball is on number 33, Weston Stevens, his first, team third. Re-entering the game for the Lions, number 2, Joey Hernandez.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
The ball is on number 24, Lyle Thomas. His first, team 4, bringing in the number 35, Luke Arnold. The foul is on number 3, Grady Butler. Check that, number 5, Ben Romanesco. His first, team 5th. The ball is on number 5, Ben Romanesco, his second, team 6. Entering the game for the Lions, number 1, Josiah Calvin. And for the Red Wings, number 4, Sam Driscoll. There's a timeout.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
When play resumes, the score, Benet Academy 29, St. Viator 11. Substituting in the game for St. Viator, number 0, Riley Utala. Lion ball, number 33, Dylan Schmidt. His first, team 5th. Entering the game for St. Viator, number 12, Davion Ellis. And back on the floor for Benet Academy, number 33, Weston Stevens, number 11, Brady Hickman, and number 24, Kyle Thomas. Josiah Calvin. Red ball number 24, Kyle Thomas. His second, team 7. Re-entering the game for St. Vitus number 4, Jack Laster. And for Benet County number 1, Brayton Bagnetti. The foul is on number 1, Brayton Bagnetti. His second. Check that, his first. Calvin at the line for the line. Entering the lead lines, number 2, Joey Hernandez. And number 21, Hunter Duncan. Substituting for the lines, number 3, R.J. Campbell. Hunter Duncan. The ball is on number 2, Joey Hernandez. His first, team 6. The foul is on number 33, Weston Stevens. His second, team 9. Hunter Duncan at the line for St. Vitus. Offensive ball on number 1, Brayton Bagnetti. His second, entering the game for St. Vitus, number 13, Eli Aldana, number 1, Josiah Calvin. Next round is the first period of play with the score. Benet Academy 37, St. Viator 17.
Made from an athlete's mind for all sports minds. Level Up Branding is a unique sports marketing and branding agency, offering athlete management, brand management, and so much more. We are powered by experience, currently serving athletes in the WNBA, MLR, NFL, and college sports. We are looking to take on more clients because everyone deserves a shot at their dream. Our goal is to help others by inspiring one person at a time. Level Up Branding was founded by Lauren, who was and still is an athlete. She understands the importance of being a well-rounded and built individual. It takes an athlete to know an athlete. We are built different. There is so much more to an athlete than what is seen on the field or the court. We make it a priority to understand our athletes. We want to know and understand our clients' values, motives, passions, and future goals. At Level Up Branding, we believe in helping others succeed. We believe in giving back. We believe in family. You are more than an athlete. Level Up Branding was founded based on the sheer passion of sports, community involvement, and the sense of belonging to a community. We were created from an athlete's innovative mindset and experience, and here to offer our services to like-minded athletes.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone.
At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary. A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it. Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Of Ms. Daniel Kolakowski, we now introduce our varsity cheer team.
Hey, this is Sarah Greenfalk, owner of PsychEdge. How would you like to learn how to manage your emotions and reactions in order to enhance your performance and be successful in life? I coach and counsel student athletes, performers, and professionals, giving them the mental skills and mindsets to build confidence and resilience. My background in physical therapy, massage therapy, personal training, and 15 years of counseling give my clients an advantage. So if you are wanting to be recruited, perform better, or struggling with life balance, anxiety, or depression symptoms, I will stand by you until we reach your goals. Contact me today, sarah@aimtogrow.com, and be sure to visit my website, psychedge.club, for your monthly blog on mental health, sport, and performance psychology tips.
Joey Rodriguez for 3.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Entering the game for St. Viator, number 12, Davion. The ball is on number 24, Kyle Thomas. His third. Ellis at the line for the line. Checking into the late game for Benet.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
When play resumes, the score, Red Wings 47, Lions 25. Checking in the game for the Lions, number 4, Jack Lester. And entering the game for the Red Wings, number 4, Sam Driscoll. And number 33, Weston Stevens. Entering the game for the Red Wings, number 11, Brady Hickman. The foul is on number 12, Davion Oaks. His second. Timeout on the line for the Red Wings. Substituting for St. Viator, number 0, Riley Utalon, and number 3, R.J. Campbell. Entering the game for the Red Wings, number 1, Benet. RJ Campbell. The ball is on number 0, Riley Ursulan. His first, team third. Bring it at the line to the red wing. That buzzer ends 3 periods to play with the score. Benet Academy 57, St. Viator 29. Ladies and gentlemen.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. RJ Campbell. Offensive ball number 4, Sam Driscoll. His second, team second.
The ball is on number 4, Sam Driscoll. His third, team third. Gamble at the line for the line. Entering the game for St. Viator, number 2, Joey Hernandez. Entering the game for St. Viator, number 1, Josiah Calvin. Joey Hernandez, for 3. Entering the game for St. Viator, number 13, Eli Aldana. Substituting in for St. Viator, number 21, Hunter Blumka. Returning to the game for St. Viator, number 12, Davion Ellis. Substituting in the game for number 12.
Hey, this is Sarah Greenfalk here of Psych Edge. Do you want to learn how to improve your performance, improve your confidence, improve your resilience? Coming this fall, Psych Edge is releasing 5 workshop classes that will give you the skills.
The score, Benet Academy 62, St. Viator 37. Building completes the 3-point play. Offensive foul, number 13, Howard Foster. His first, team fifth. In the game, for the lines, number 32, Charlie Farrell, and number 25, Aiden Braxton. Entering the game for St. Viator, number 20, Tommy Nixon, number 33, Dylan Schmidt. Dylan Schmidt. The foul is on number 22, Luke Bremner. His first, team 6. Number 25, John Challenger, and number 34, Jacob Conrad. Closer to tonight's game with the final score, Benet Academy 64, St. Viator 40. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. For Georgia Costa and Harlan Schaefer, I'm Kevin Helmut. Good night. Drive carefully. God bless.